Righty McRighty. So we're going to be creating some sort of sci-fi cockpit for 2. Let me just turn the camera on. There we go. Let me just rotate the camera a little bit. There we go. Well, that's interesting. Lovely. So we're going to be working on some sort of a sci-fi cockpit. I am using this tool here to kind of gather a whole bunch of images that we can kind of slap together. And this is what we've got so far. I do like some of these ideas, and the webcam is flipping out on me. Dang nabbit. Let's just continue on. So I do like some of these photos, especially this one. Mr. Emergent, welcome. Film and Edit Studios. Oh my goodness, welcome, buddy. So yeah, I've started trying to grab some of these photos. I hope the camera doesn't flip out too much. I really do like this image here of the 2 front windows with the middle window and above and a whole bunch of switches. Now the thing is if I crack this open, let's jump over into poly capture. Are you going to enter the Rookies 2022? I don't know what that is. This is me. I did a photo scan of a cockpit. Unfortunately, the top didn't really work out, but this bottom section looked not too bad. This is of a Boeing 737, I think it is. I can't remember why I brought this up. I like the design of this, and we're definitely going to be probably implementing into something like this. I don't know how far we're going to create it, but I think this time is Alto, welcome. I think this time what we're going to do is create the cockpit, and then we'll create the ship around the cockpit, because especially this is going to be useful for short films coming up where there's got to be banter between 2 people. So that's why I kind of want to create something that goes like this. This is what I'm thinking about. So first off, let's go ahead and jump into Blender, select everything, delete everything. Let's press N to bring up the side panel, CCC, import character, and so this is a character created 3 character, which I've already pre-set up and just bringing in. Now I'm just bringing him in just purely for scale, because that's all I really care about right now. First things first, Control J to join everything. Let's select the body. Oh, you donkey. Let's undo. There we go. I'm going to select the body, and then I'm just going to delete the body. Well, most of it anyway. So let's just kind of grab all that and delete vertices. And then now I can come in, select everything, Control J to join. Lovely. With the rig selected, let's jump over into Auto Rig Pro, Quick Rig. Nope. This button, yes. Quick Rig, preserve volumes, okay. And then that should set up everything. Alfra, welcome. It's competition, Weta Digital, still learning and aren't in the industry. Can you ping me on Discord that? I wouldn't mind, yeah, having a squiz at that. Even though I'm not looking for a job, I still wouldn't mind doing the challenge. I think what Weta do is amazing. And you know what? If I get noticed ever so slightly, I won't complain. So what I'm doing with this character is we're just setting up some poses. Where's your elbow, buddy? Here it is. Let's kind of bring the elbow down and around. Oh, behave. Rotate Y, Y. And so the dude's going to be sitting something like that. Control C, Control Shift V. There we go. And with the elbow, Control C, Control Shift V. All right, so this is what I am envisioning. Mate, you've got to be relaxed a little bit. Something like that. G to the X. There we go. Beautiful. Let's make sure there's no keyframes on any of this. Lovely jubbly. At least I think. That's how I sit in my chair. I think his bum's a little bit too low. So let's bring him up 90 degrees. There we go. Lovely. Let's go. It looks like he's taking a dump. All right. So let's kind of put him something like that. And then kind of like looking at our references. I do like this center console, so 45 degree and in like that. This one here, I like how this is looking, but this is very much for a single person. And we do have these pipes on either side. That makes it look really nice. I won't be doing too much in, oh and howdy. I won't be doing too much in rendered mode because then my camera's going to go all flickery. And I think that's just because of the type of camera I'm using. It's using a lot of the GPU. I am semi-fond of this one. However, I do love these big get stuffed windows. So let's jump in. Let's go back into object mode, pose mode. Let's kind of create a curve. I think this is too big. Let's put a mirror line in there. Select this edge, delete vertices. From here, we can come over into the modifiers, add mirror modifier. So let's kind of throw this so we know it is in line. So we've got a 4 meter cockpit. I reckon that's a little bit too big. Let's go 1.5. That's looking a little bit more snugger. Lovely. So let's just block first. That's the most important thing. And then we can kind of work stuff out. What are we looking at? So something like this. I do like this option here, E to extrude, and then we can go G to the Z. So we have something like that. Let's add in our new cube. And I'm just going to go back into our reference. So obviously the dashboard comes over. I do like that holographic screen right there, which means we could do maybe like a lot of infographics that can sit on that. So I do like that idea. I all of a sudden feel like playing not Rocket League. Actually, I always feel like playing Rocket League. Trackmania. Okay, so let's bring this up. And I think what we can do now is bring these two forward. This piece here. Something like that. GZ. And once again, as I've said, we're just blocking, seeing what we can work out. Maybe what we'll do from here is let's go G to the X. And then from here, I'm just going to grab this edge. Maybe if we just go E to extrude. Oh, how's that going to work? E to extrude along the Y, scale Y0. And then if we select that, delete edge loop. Yes. We put a line through here. Then we can go select these, merge at center. Merge at center. So now we've got that, and if we now go Control B, we have that. Now definitely this is now too high, so let's bring it right down. Maybe we can even bring this bottom bit up. GG. Get stuffed. GY. GZ. Maybe we could even grab this, something like that. Let's grab this. Let's throw a mirror modifier on it. That's a solidifier. Let's go into a mirror modifier. There we go. Got to keep those legs apart so you boys can breathe. Yep. I understand that. I do like the way that is, maybe for the external of the windows. So let's go rotate like so. G, Y, bring it up like that. Let's do edge loop in there. Let's grab this, GZ, delete vertices, and we'll throw another mirror modifier on there. How would the external cockpit look? I am thinking something like that. And then maybe if we went Shift S, cursor to selected, select these. Let's come into the spin tool, one of my favorite tools, and we'll rotate that around like so. I don't want it at 12 steps. Let's maybe go like 3 steps. 1 step. 1 step. Would give us that. Ah, you jerk. Okay, let's undo that because I didn't grab all these vertices. Not a fan. Try that again. And maybe let's go 60 degrees. And then from here we can go E to extrude along the y-axis. Then we can grab all this jazz. Scale Y0, GY. Yep. That is that there, and then we want to go Control V. So now that's all lined up. Select all, M. We're going to merge by distance. Not a fan of that at all. And so this is the whole reason why we are blocking. I think my problem is this triangle. Let's go have a look. What do we got here? See, this bit's very sharp in this section. We do have a nice curved roof. And I think that's what I'm liking, that dome. But I mean, we can always come back here into the dome. G to the Z. We can select this edge, Control B. I can't select that edge. Let's apply the mirror modifier. And we can select this, Control B. Maybe what we can do as well is let's select all these top sections. GZ. No, that's not going to work because obviously these guys need to stand up. So let's select this section and we'll do a Control B. It's semi looking better. It's not looking too bad. Do I still have there we go, V to rip. And we select this side, Control L, delete vertices, and let's come over into the mirror modifier, and my mouse seems to have slowed down. Looks like the iPhone's future. Yes, so I went back with the camera. Green screen's looking not too bad. It's quite fresh. Hopefully the camera doesn't wig out too much. Marco's beard CG. I had a shave like an hour ago. So it's winter's coming, and I kind of wanted to get rid of the winter. What are we? April. We're halfway through August. Autumn. That's the word I'm looking for. And yeah, just kind of wanted to get rid of that coat so I can grow it through the winter. And the plan is also to do some facial motion capture soon as well. So, all right. So how are we looking now? I do like that. There isn't a lot of room to stand. So I am half thinking that we do go GZ. what does this allow me to do? This allows me to do edge loop through here, Control B. I want an edge loop through here, Control B. Maybe even an edge loop through here. So I'm kind of like laying out the windows. So we've got a window here, here, and then we maybe just put one in here, scale. No, let's leave it as that. So if we kind of went, this is the plan. This is a window. This is a window. This is a window. This is a window. I'm down for that to be a window. And we'll keep that center area up. So let's go I to do an inset. From here, maybe we'll go into individual origins. And if I go E to extrude, and we'll go in. Whoops. Darn it, I've got to get rid of that. Okay, let me just quickly clean this face up here because I don't want this face there. Whoops, let's grab this section, G to the, make sure we've got clipping turned on, GX, because then when we move it in, it kind of stays in that place. So let's grab all our windows again. That one, and we've got this one. So from here, we're going to go E to extrude, and it's going to come out like so. And what that's going to give us is we can go now P, separate by selection. I'm going to hide that glass piece, and now that's kind of given us, yeah, frame to work with. I am thinking though, what we probably could do is actually, maybe we get rid of this whole section, and what I'm going to do is actually just throw on a solidify modifier. I think would be the safer option. And let's go delete vertices, and then when we come into here, solidify modifier, I think that'll look a bit better. It's still pretty bulky. Let's go into subdivision surface, and we get a bit of this, which is okay. We just now need to kind of like fix these up. Whoops. Just to limit that, all those bends. So obviously we do want a little bit of a bevel in there. There we go. There we go. Okay, and oops, there it is. Let's go this way. Let's go. Actually, nope, don't do that. Let's go like so, and we're just trying to clean it all up with the subdivision on. It's looking better. Noise. We're almost done. Almost there. I think this would be the last major frame piece. Ah, you jerk. One more. How is that looking? Now the big issue is he doesn't have a lot of room to stand. Let me just go into shade smooth and then come into our object area. There we go. I almost feel like I need to stretch this to have something like that. My always biggest thing is what do we put on the side there? Whoop. I was noticing your chin got naked. So this is always been my biggest gripe is what do we put over here on the right? So let's go ahead, control, let's add in our cubely McCube, and we build something into here. Now the big problem is obviously this chap getting out. Let's go E to extrude on the y-axis, scale Y. I don't think that this panel here works at all. So let's grab these two vertices, GG. GG. So I think this is something we could probably do better. We can actually probably put a cylinder in and put a solidifier on that puppy. And then kind of if we go back to the photo scan that I did, we can kind of have a look that this is the crud up top, and then we've got lots of panels around here, and this is our central bit. Not a lot of room to get in, but they still get in. And this is what I'm kind of like roughly thinking about. A futuristic communication system, probably. I would say so. What we might do, let's go V to rip, Control L, delete vertices, and then we'll come into a mirror modifier. And let's put an edge loop through here. Maybe we'll bevel this, and then we can grab this face here. Let's move it in to something like so. I'm not a fan of this. So what I'm going to do is just move that off. And let's go ahead and think of maybe even a sphere. Let's see how this looks. G to the Z. And I'm just going to keep blocking away. So this line here, something like that. There we go. C, delete vertices. Delete vertices. So now we've kind of got this semi-circle. Oh, yeah. Let's go delete vertices. Control L, delete vertices. We might delete these vertices here, and we can get rid of this. And then that'll allow for like a console. So if we grab this section in here, we want to move the problem is I really like this console. So if we go something like that, and then we grab this here, let's move it in. How's that looking? Ooh. It's not bad. Definitely what's going to happen is, well, see, this could work. So if we add in a solidifier, let's go negative, negatory, something like that. What I might do is I'm just going to use this as a backup, and we'll just move that off to the side. Let's go Control A on this one, apply the subdivision. I mean the solidifier, G to the Z. What I want to do is maybe select all these faces with C. Ugh. Did I grab everything? Yep. I'm going to press I to do an inset. Let's do that again. I to do an inset. E to extrude. Which way are you going, buddy? Yep, there we go. E to extrude. And then this kind of gives us a whole panel. Let's go shade smooth. Shade smooth, come into the object data, auto smooth. And then this is here where we can project almost like a holographic display. Canberra citizen, join the show. Buddy, welcome. Yeah, so when we do kind of like a holographics display, we can have it actually sitting off. And maybe what we can do is put in some cylinders along here, and that's kind of like the projection. I think that'll make that bit look pop. Make that bit look pop. Fully sick, bruh. The only thing now is we need to add more curvature through here. I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold. I think maybe let's just move that off to the side for now. I can always put it back in place. All I have to do is press Alt G and it'll reset the location. So if I go Alt G, puts it back into place. So that's why I've left the origin point in the center, because if I ever want to put it back, it can come back. All right, let's go ahead and maybe work on this section. I'm just trying to think, because this screen looks nice. Even if we come in, grab this, bring it in a smidgen. Maybe what we can do is grab this, Shift D, Y, E, Y. Let's go scale that, G to the Z, E to extrude. I'm going to get this face in here, over into the modifiers, make sure we got clipping, G, X, delete face. And then this will kind of, oh jeez, this will kind of give us like a few controls that we can put in here. I think maybe the right option would be to put an edge loop through there. Let's get rid of this piece. And then we're going to grab this, E to extrude along the Z, scale Z 0 to make it flat. I think that'll make it look a little bit nicer. Let's go mirror. Do we go controls or do we go... controls? Like joysticks, or is it just all buttons? I do like just the buttons idea. Let's go ahead and maybe start working on this bit here. So I'm going to delete that. I do like this section in here. So I'm going to go Shift D, scale, maybe move it behind, and let's go E to extrude to have something like so. And what we could even do, oh, itchy nose. We could technically have our controls here, and then we could have controls up the top. But I think maybe we might have, yeah, hollow panels for sure. Do we have hollow panels? I think we just keep them down here. Manual switches through here. But this cockpit is a little bit annoying me. Definitely, I think that triangle was my problem. That's what I didn't like. So let's go back. Shift D, Alt G, GZ. I reckon this is my problem. Let's try, excuse me. Let's delete that. Let's go Shift A and let's add in a cube. Let's troubleshoot this. And V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. So we pretty much want, get rid of this and this, delete face. Ultimately what we're after is a window at the front, a window at the side. Correct. So if I were to put an edge loop here, G, Y, and I'm going a little bit more extreme, is because then if I go edge loop here, B, and then bevel, we've got that radius. So let's undo that. Let's grab this edge and we'll bring it down. Because we've got this bevel, Control B, and you can kind of see how we've got that nice little radius. I think maybe what we should do is bring this down a smidgen. Let's bring this up now. Let's grab these two pieces. Let's go EY. And I'm just going to quickly test this out. Let's just go Shift D, X. And we're going to go into a mirror modifier just so we can see. So first up is Control B through here. Maybe we'll do it like this, Control B. No, not a fan. Definitely this will be a Control B. Okay. Merge by distance. That looks like crud. Shift D, Alt G. That gives us that front curve. Maybe what we need to do is, oh geez. So what we're watching now is just troubleshooting. That's all I'm doing right now. If we come up high, GG, Control B. I kind of want maximized windows. Let's go merge at last. I mean, maybe that's all it is. Let's go delete vertices. E to extrude along the Y. And then what this will give us is a big get stuffed window in front. Not that one. So if I go P, separate by selection, hide. So that gives us dual massive windows in front. Maybe we might even do, let's put an edge loop through here. Face with the number 3. P, separate by selection. Hide. And then this section in here, we go I. Can I put an edge loop through there? No, I can't. Okay. So what I'm thinking is maybe we follow Whoa, 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 Marco, no. I kind of want to follow this edge with an edge loop. How am I going to do that? I think maybe if I do select all this, to do an inset. Yeah, there we go. All right, that fixed that problem. And then this here is all a window. Hide. And now that gives us a lot of visibility. This probably edge here. So let's go. Move that off. Move that off. And then I think what we might do is go Control B to do a bevel. Nope, all the way down, buddy. Control B to do a bevel. And then hopefully that kind of cleans that edge up. What we do for this section, I mean, it's not bad. Shade smooth, and we'll come into here, auto smooth. Let's throw on a solidifier modifier. And I mean, that is giving us some really big view. Oh, geez. Sorry. It's Space Cockpit. I'm ready for the cool Easter eggs he places in the hologram. I think that's good. If I had my VR headset, I would throw it on, but then the camera would probably whack out. Oops. Sitting a little bit too low. Ooh. Scale Z. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, my bad. Oh, G. Scale Z. Something like that. No, don't go all the way around, buddy. GZ. I mean, I like the way it looks. This window here now becomes irrelevant. So maybe we do fill that up. F. Let's select these two edges. F, F, F. Let's go in like so. G to the Z. G to the Z. And we'll go F, F. F, F. Just kind of like reline that up a little bit. Shh, it's good enough. I think that works not too bad. And then obviously if you have someone standing behind, it might be okay. And what we could even do is, for instance, where these guys are sitting, we could go maybe E to extrude, and it's a step down. And so if someone ever comes into the cockpit, they can still be standing and like hunched over a little bit. But these guys are sitting, and that kind of works because they're at eye level. How many years of experience do I don't know. I don't know. Well, this channel's been around for almost 7 years. 2006. What are we? 2020. 6 years. So I've been doing it for a while. I'm liking that. That's looking quite a bit better. I did not join all the meshes on this character, so let me just quickly do that before I forget. Control J to join. Sick. And then that way now, if I go into mirror modifier, there we go. So we've got that now. So to me, that is looking not too bad. We've done our initial blocking. We could probably put in some pipes and crud through here to fill that out. definitely probably some controllers up on the roof. So if we were to go into a cube, G to the Z, scale, and what we had something like that. And you can kind of see how I'm following the roof. Yeah, I think that would look well. Let's put an edge loop, V to rip, Control L, delete vertices, whatevs. Mirror modifier, bam. That does work, I reckon. So if we were to bring kind of that in, let's go GG, move it back up. And then, yeah, here we can put in some manual pieces or even screens. So, I mean, if we come into, if we're looking up, we can see that we've got a whole bunch of stuff, and then we've got massive gap in there. I do like that idea of where they're sitting. They've got like a gap to mansplain. Felicia, sick. I normally hang out at Five Pigeons Discord, so if you want to catch up there, I'm normally chilling there. And Felicia's fairly skilled and helps a lot of people. Yeah, I do like that idea. I do like that, grabbing that idea. This is looking, the blocking looks quite nice. Definitely once we come in and start adding details to the interior of the cockpit, I think that'll look nice. Not really worried about the exterior for now. But we will create some sort of panels, maybe some screens or something. Yes, very much so. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to start blocking out some of these pieces. Let's go Shift D, P, separate by selection. Let's grab that face, disable clipping. Let's put an edge loop through here to clear that out. Put an edge loop through here, Control B, like so. Delete faces, select all, I to do an inset, Control I to invert the selection, delete edges. And then with that, we can come in. I'm going to do E to extrude. Let's go like so. G, bring it up. And then we're going to grab these screens here. Let's press I to do an inset. And then we'll bring it back down. And so these are going to be kind of like our screens that we could probably not have holographics displays on these ones. So let's come in like so, like so, like so, and like so. If I do Control B to do a bevel. And then we're trying to go with that curvature theme. And then what we could probably do is through this middle section, if I were to go cube, let's go G, Z like so, scale that down. Period key to zoom in on that puppy. Let's go scale on the Y. Something like that. How are we going to do this? Shift D, scale, let's put that in there, G to the Z. Control L, E to extrude. I'm going to scale along the Y-axis, like so. That should be now a button. And kind of now if we put that into place, we could probably just give a little bit of extra details around this. Control B to do a bevel. And we will do the same around here. Let's go with that and that and that and that. And then we'll do Control B. Let's grab this one as well, Control B. Probably from here as well, what we could do is I to do an inset. Sucker lemon. let's use our knife tool. Okay. A is for everything, to cut through it all. A is angle constraint. And then I think it's C that goes through everything. Let me just have a look. Cut through, yes, C. There we go. Let's do that again. Down here. Okay. I don't want to be knifing the switch. AC. There we go. Enter. And now that we've got that, I should be able to... I can't really do that still. Let's go ahead and do Knifey McDouglas again. AC. And I'm just guesstimating. Ooh, that's not enough. AC. Nope. There we go. Enter. Did it cut through? Yep. And then I can grab this. E to extrude. Just for that. All that work just for that. G to the Z, bring it back down. And then technically it's kind of like a switch, and we can go back. All right. Alt G to reset the location. And that is a massive button, so let's bring it down. And then we can kind of roughly line it up with the center console. Let's go there. That looks good to me. And now we can go GYY. Alt D. GYY. And we might just... Can I snap? No, you're a jerk. 0.01. 0.05. 0.1. Alt D. GY 0.1. Oops, Y again. Shift D, GY 0.1. Shift D, GYY 0.1. And so that's given us a whole bunch of switches. And then we could probably even, yeah, actually, let's kind of align. What are you doing, buddy? So you can see that these are not in not in line. So let's go into the medium point. They're just touching. Something like so. We're happy? We're cool? Yeah, it's a lot better. Way. All right, sick. So from here I can go GYY. And we can see that we've got two buttons here, and one in the middle. So what I'm going to do from here is let's go into the array. Mirror. Let's go Control A. Oop, Control S. Let's save that. Why can't I apply? Why are you being a fat mole? Uh-oh. Oh, because it's a linked duplicate, you donkey. If I go Control L, apply mesh. Yeah, whatever. Let's go Control A. No, it's because this here is a linked document. So if I go into Object, relations, make single user object data materials. Control A. Yeah, suck a lemon. Control Z. Let's bring that up now. Control A, Control A. And then if we select this and this, Control L, delete vertices. Beautiful. And so you can see that we've very quickly created that. How'd that go? It looked... Oh, actually, go on. I'll show you. CG Trader. CG Trader. Let's jump in. Oh, what's my account? Bear with me. I think it's this one. So if I go into my sales, yeah, it's pretty much nothing. Oops. Only a few sales. Yeah, that's about right. So 5 or 6. It would probably be a pretty boring video, so that's why I didn't create it. Yep. All right, so from here, that is looking good. I'm very much a fan of that. I do feel like building this out, but I won't. Let's maybe go Shift D, Alt G, Alt R, GZ. So what I'm going to do now is I kind of just want to create a panel. So let's go into an array. 0.2, I think that's good. 10 of them, and then we'll throw on another array. Y 1.2, yeah, nice. And then let's go maybe 4 like that. Control A, and then what I'm going to do is just come in and select these two. Control L, delete vertices. Yeah, sweet. And then obviously what we can do is, now that we've got our panel created, I can select this switch, Control D, rotate 180, and we can just select some random switches. Let's go now into individual origins, Control L, rotate Z 180. And then what you'll find is that now that we've got switches that have been kind of toggled. Okay, from here, let's line this back up into the middle. So about here is the middle. Let's just yeet that off. Rotate Y, X 180. And then we could probably, yep, put it there or something. And that is wrong, so let's just throw that in. I think that this is the point. Yep. Nice. Let's go ahead and grab that. Control B to do a bevel. Just to give it a little bit more roundness, give that as well. And then we can always go smooth, shade smooth, come into the object data, auto smooth. Now that I'm looking at it, I think this is way too big, this center console. But then again, it might not be a center console. It could be kind of like where the electronics are being run. So we could even open up a gap in here. So if I press I to do an inset, let's select that face, delete face. Let's grab this edge, make sure I've got clipping turned on, G to the X. Then we grab this E to extrude. Go suck a lemon. Merge by distance. I think that's because there's a face in there. There sure is. Let's grab that face, delete face. Is there any other faces in the middle? There is not. So let's now grab this one, E to extrude. Nice. And then we can kind of very quickly come in, curve. Bezier curve. Rotate 40, rotate, I get stuffed. Medium point, rotate 90. Let's go like so. Let's go. Let's come over into the object thingamabob, geometry. Let's increase the depth. G to the Z. We can push that pipe all the way up. Nice. And then we know that that is now in the right location. Shift D. We can maybe select this one, right click, subdivide, GX, something like that. Let's grab it, this one, Shift D to the X, straight shooting pipes. But then we've just got this one pipe that's a little bit off, which doesn't surprise me. We can also go maybe this pipe here, Control LP, separate by selection. This is going to be a separate pipe, and we'll make this one a bit bigger just to fill it out. We might actually do the same for this one. Control LP, separate by selection, and then we'll select that one. Control J to join. Huh. Interesting. I did not know that. If I select this and I go Alt S, yeah, so Alt S allows me to scale the thickness of the pipe. So I can join these back up, Control J, just so we've got one lot of Bezier pipes, and then we can put some crud over the top. Tom's here. Oh my goodness. Sick. So that to me is looking quite nice. Definitely over here, we need to add some sort of filler. Maybe we might even just kind of like add in a brace that goes around. And what I'm referring to is if I kind of go maybe this, if we grab like this line here, Shift D, G, let's go Alt S to scale in, GY, E to extrude along the Y-axis, Control LP, separate by selection. And you can see that now with this selected, we've created a bit of a brace. Let's come over into the modifiers. Which way are we going to go? Like so. That's kind of cool. That idea works. Let's maybe select all that. Shift N. Just make sure the normals are facing the right way. And then we can fix this back up. Nice. And then this is something that we could probably repeat throughout the whole section. Aussie GP was an elite. Let's go, Charlie, baby. Max suck it. Okay. In this learning blender, you're also teaching me to cuss in a non-sweary way. That is because I do not cuss. Where's your reference? So this here is kind of like some of the ideas that I'm taking. So you can see I'm very heavily influenced by this one here, especially with these holographics displays. But I'm kind of snapping up little nuggets here and there. I do like that. Ooh, that's a nice column. Oh, that's an interesting thing. We've got a bit of a bar hanging there. And I do like that idea. Ooh, that's a good idea. Ooh, 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 meow. So, we have thinking what to do here. Let's go Shift D. Hide. This one here, let's butcher. I want to grab all the edge loops of the windows, which there's only two, which is awesome. Let's now go Alt S. Let's increase the size. It's okay, work with me. Control A. Control A. If I were to select this edge loop, this edge loop, this edge loop, and this edge loop, let's go around here. This is just something I'm testing. Alt S will give me that. Okay. If I then come in and we go edge loop, can already see got a bit of a problem here. Let's go Alt S again, and we're going to scale outwards. Alt H. Blay. Let's maybe yeet all these out of the way. G. Hello, Mr. Rig. Hide. So this has kind of given us not what I was hoping. I was hoping for some sort of like inset. I mean, it semi did it over here. He kind of gave it to me, but not exactly. Let's select that and that edge. Control, actually, especially this one here, Control B. Select both of these. No, stop being a jerk. Stop it, I don't like it. Control B. Let's select everything. Shift N. Merge by distance. Make sure everything is nice. Control B. Why are you being a jerk? What's this? For what is this? What the heck's going on here, mate? Face out of the self love. Okay, let's work out which one's the problem. You. Are you my problem? Control B. No, you're behaving nicely. Control V. I'm trying to see what's the size of this bevel. 0.1. 0.2. Nice. Okay, let's come into here. What's your problem? Your problem is that. Control B. 0.2. How bizarre. What's going on here? Ah, ha, there it is. We've got some weird shenanigans happening here. Alright, delete. Alt G. There we go, put it back in place. I think what might be best is just grabbing everything. Ooh, I can clean this up now. Merge last. There we go. Got rid of our triangle. So, sorry. So what I'm trying to do is maybe expand these bits in here. So let's get rid of that. We've got this edge loop that goes through there. Okay, Shift D. Let's select everything. I'm going to press I to do an inset. Control I, delete vertices. Now we can turn this all back on. I'm going to make this thicker. Select the other one, turn it back on. And now we've kind of got that in step. That's not too bad. But I still do think that we are going to create some sort of bigger braces through here. What to put in this section, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we can put on some like holographics displays or something. Bevels the stream. It's not too bad. I mean, it could be better. This bit here is a bit shonky, but oh well. Let's go ahead and we'll just move that up a smidgen. That's not bad. I think, you know what, let's leave it there for tonight. Michael's getting tired. Star citizenships all the way. I definitely need to. These are just some of the photos I came across. And that's what I'm kind of trying to work off some of these. I don't like that massive sweeping cockpit there. I'm more intrigued on this one because what I'm going after is a bit of a transport ship. So I might come back and I can see that comment. Oh my goodness, hilarious. Oh, LT, you're hilarious. So yeah, we'll take that. I'm going to work on it some more, probably offline. What video tutorials are coming up for this week? I don't know. Probably one on Simply Cloth. I don't know. I was going to wing it. I do want to make something within Unreal Engine. That's something that I've been working on. I do have ideas. So we'll see what happens there. So let's call it a night for now because I am wrecked. I need to go to bed. And I will see you guys next time. So thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. It keeps on doing my content. I got a lot of photo scanning coming up on Patreon. So see you.